We'll talk about double displacement. In a double displacement reaction, this is where two different compounds combine together to form another word substance or to form another word compound. Let's take for instance you have your AB plus CD. So A is more active than what? Than C. While B is more active than A is more active than D, B is more active than what? Than C. So when the both combine together, you find that at the product you having CB and A word D. By exchange of radical, let's take that A is negative, B is plus, C is negative, D is plus. So when you say unlike charges attract, which means A will attract the opposite charge, while C will attract the opposite word charge. Okay, let's use a chemical equation to explain this. Let's use like silver nitrate plus sodium word chloride. Sodium chloride is a salt, and sodium is have a positive charge of what? A positive charge, while chlorine have a negative word charge. Looking at silver nitrate, silver is positive charge, while the nitrate there is negative word charge. By the exchange of ions, by the exchange of radicals, now silver, which is plus, will join chlorine that has what? A negative word charge, to give us silver word chloride. While sodium, that is plus, will join the nitrates that is what? Negative, that has negative word charge, to give us what? To give us sodium word nitrates. That is what we mean by what? A double word displacement. A double displacement normally takes place by exchange of word radical in a chemical word reaction. An example, let's talk about sodium hydroxide plus what? Plus HCl, known as what? Hydrochloric acid. And this type of reaction is known as what? A neutralization word reaction to form salt and what? And water. Now sodium hydroxide, sodium there have a positive charge, while the hydroxy group there, OH, have a negative word charge. Also, the hydrogen in nature, they have what we call, they are always positively what? Charged in nature, while chlorine is what? Negatively charged, which means the ions present in hydrochloric acid is plus and what? Negative. So by exchange of radical, you find out that sodium that have a positive charge will combine with chlorine that have a negative word charge to give us what? Sodium word chloride. While hydrogen that have a positive charge will combine with hydroxy group that have a negative charge to give us what? H2O. This is how a double displacement reaction is formed in chemistry. They are normally formed by exchange of what? Radical. So when a such compound is given to you, it could be another substance that is given to you. All you need to do, you produce a charge on those word substance. So you match the one that have positive charge to the one that have negative word charge, which means unlike charges attract. That's how you write what? A double displacement word reaction in chemistry. What you'll be seeing is copper as a metal, and you'll be seeing also what? H2O. What does that mean? See, copper oxide is what we call, is undergoing what we call oxidation. It's undergoing what we call oxidation, because if you look at it, there's what we call an addition of what? Oxygen. Now, hydrogen there is a reducing what? Agent. Because hydrogen have reduced copper oxide to what? Copper what? Metal. Which means copper oxide is acting as what? Oxidizing what? Agent. Why hydrogen is acting as what? A reducing what? Agent. But when you look at it very well now, you find out that hydrogen is undergoing what? Oxidation. While copper oxide is undergoing what we call reduction. So as it's undergoing reduction, it's acting as oxidizing what? Agent. As hydrogen is undergoing oxidation, is acting as a what? A reducing what? Agent. Because if you look at the right hand side of the equation, hydrogen have gained oxygen, which means that hydrogen is what? Undergoing oxidation. What is oxidation? Gain of what? Oxygen. Now, copper is undergoing what? Reduction. What is reduction? Reduction is known as what? Removal of what? Oxygen. So hydrogen have reduced copper oxide to copper what? Metal. So another example is let's take another example using copper plus what? Oxygen. When copper and oxygen combine, they give us what? Copper oxide. Now, copper is undergoing oxidation. What is oxidation? To form copper oxide, it means that copper has gained what? Oxygen. Because we are meant to understand that oxidation is the addition of what? Oxygen. While reduction is the removal of what? Hydrogen. So having this concept in your brain, in this chemical equation, you find that copper is undergoing what? Oxidation. Because there is an addition of oxygen to copper to form copper what? Oxide. Which means for copper to undergo oxidation, copper is acting as a reducing what? Agent. Because copper have been able to reduce oxygen molecule to oxygen what? Atom.